What is up? This is Dragon Slayer. I'm streaming live on Twitch, playing Dragon Age Origins. Right, so today's Friday. Normally stream Star Wars, whether it's X-Wing, TIE Fighter, probably stream Knights of the Old Republic at some point on Fridays, but not this week. This week, I'm indulging my addiction to this game. So, there's that. Last video started the Orzammar quests, and now I am continuing the Orzammar quests. Don't think I'll get through them, complete them in this video. I don't know, maybe. If I do, it'll be a long video. It's probably not going to happen. So I'll just be continuing the Orzammar quests, and then probably the next video, complete them, right? So, that said, let's get started.
Just can't get enough of our clammy mine air, can you? Did you need something? I see you have his daughter's seal, so I will not stop you. But be careful. Just because the beasts are pulled back from Orzammar doesn't mean there are any fewer in the deep roads. Either we finally have the edge, which I doubt, or the beasts are building up numbers for the next attack.
That's right.
The surface? But I thought the vermin never went up that far except
during blights. Ancestors save us if that's what's happening. What anyone knows? She went out there with her entire house and she's never coming back.
You don't think maybe she's still there, Commander? She is a paragon, after all.
And now she's an ancestor. No one lasts 2 years in the tunnels. Best of luck.
Right, moving out. So, this time around, let's see. Last time I went with well, I don't know. I don't remember everyone's names now. Okay, so the good guy, right? I supported the Harmont for King. This time I am supporting the other guy for King. The guy, my character's brother, right? Let's see, Prince Balin, right? So Prince Balin, the guy who screwed me over and ejected me from, or set me up for my other brother's murder, right? Prince Balin, I'm taking his side, or at least until the end of this, at which point I'll take Harmon's side as a bit of revenge against my loathsome and wayward brother. Right, so moving on. Now, that said, there's different quests to complete. Whether you choose, if you choose Harmon, you end up going into, you end up going into the Proving Grounds to fight. Apparently, if you choose Balin, you go into the Deep Roads. So, there it is. Get a save. Now this isn't the only time I'll be heading down here, but first of many, or first of be at least 2 times I'll be going down here, I guess, for quests. One for this quest and one for to find the Paragon Branca.
Here comes trouble.
Yellow emissary. Take that guy out first. Working out very well. Die. Healers. Not doing a very good job, yo. Well, I didn't do a very good job, so let's go ahead and load it again. Glad I gotta save, right? Moving out. I suck. Not a very good way to start the video. Alright. Alright, you guys hide here. I will pull enemies. Pulling. Running away. Got him. And let's finish these guys off.
You cannot win.
Yeah, so again, lesson learned, right? Hard lesson learned, but there is almost always a better way to set up an attack than running straight at your enemies, right? Yeah, let's, 38. That pretty much means from here on out I could just put one in each. Strength, dexterity, and constitution. Because even once I get to the Dragon Age Awakening, I mean, I'm not going to need much more than 50 something, and I should be able to get there pretty easily. Okay, next level, hit another 2, and then 1, and then 1, 1, 1's the rest of the way. I don't know. We'll see. Need to go back and do some alright, so I need to go back and do some show prep to figure out how I'm going to build this guy up to level 30, I suppose. Oops. Oh, well, let's see. Rally, like that. As far as level 12, still not there yet. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of tanking abilities I still need. Overpower. Good one. Shield tactics. Oh, that's a good one for a tank. I think we'll go with that first, right? We're eventually going to get this regardless, but whatever. This is going to be more useful in the short term and in the long term, to be honest. Fires 26 dexterity, shield mastery. I will definitely get the 26 dexterity, have no doubt about that. Right. Good to go. I should probably loot those enemies that I just destroyed. But that Genlock emissary, or that Genlock emissary has some cool stuff. And not really. Pretty much garbage. You suck. Right. Moving on.
All right.
More stuff I don't need. Alright, alright.
And so I shall.
Yes, you shall. One other note. My blind cat, a cat named Blind Ninja, is joining us for the stream. Hello, kitty. My little kitty cat. Meow. I love my kitty. I've got a pillow set on my lap for the cat to sit on. It's my little princess. So if you hear any strange meows during the stream, that's just me. I mean, that's my cat, Blind Ninja. She's actually blind, but finds a way around just fine. Finds a way to my lap anyways. Isn't that right, kitty kitty? She's a very content kitty right now. Now, I used to just let her sit on my lap without the pillow, but she still has her claws, and sometimes she gets a little sketchy. Like, she'll wake up from something and not know exactly where she's at, and her claws will come out, and then there'll be holes in my leg. That's no good. So, give her a pillow to lay on while she's sitting on my lap, and seems pretty happy about it. I'm happy about it, and that's what we do. Huh. Is that how we roll, kitty kitty? Blind ninja cat. Alright, so, moving on. Bad guys coming en route. Pull them out.
Of course.
Alright, taking them down.
More like it.
Genlock Alpha.
Another battle, I see.
Alright. And that. Can't do much damage when you're paralyzed, right?
This should be
Huh? Stunned, whatever. Speaking of which, I'm good.
And so I shall.
go down.
I don't think you're going. Get back there. We pull him to us, not the other way around. Something I need to constantly, or not constantly, but something I have to remind my real life players in my guild Do not let the bad guys pull you to the NPCs when we're, say, attacking a outpost or a keep, and there's that lone guy trying to defend, right? Well, his job gets a lot easier if we get pulled into the NPCs, right? Pull the bad guys, don't be pulled by the bad guys.
Darkspawn.
Speaking of being pulled, where are these guys? Straight ahead. Ooh, it's an emissary too. We're gonna go ahead and move these guys back behind cover.
Yes.
That guy didn't last very long, did he? Right. I guess we should get a save here as soon as we get out of combat. While we're waiting on that, might as well get some caffeine. Alright. Here comes the caffeine. Alright. Life is better. What about the nicotine? Oh, this could be a problem. That is odd. Where is my nicotine stick? Alright, well. Sorry, kitty. And sorry to the Twitch viewers for not being prepared. I'm gonna take that back. I was prepared. It's just hiding in my pocket. Right. Blind ninja. Come on, kitty. It's okay. Had to kick my kitty off my lap. She's comfortable. Now salty. Oh no. Let me get you over here. Alright, kitty. Just hold on a second. Ninja. Come on, kitty. It's alright. You can come back over. Alright, so I'm just here sitting, talking to my cat. Sorry about that, Twitch viewers. Moving forward. Excuse me.
And so I shall.
Cross me and you shall pay! Too easy!
Pay attention to the game, not my cat. Cat likes me. Cat, I do what I want. It's alright. Just come back over. Isn't that true, kitty? Alright. Well, let's see. Permanent bonus to spell power would probably help. Go ahead and do that.
As you desire.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Yes, I know you can. No, you can't. Let's see how far away she is from that. She still needs to be level 12.
Yes,
Kitty.
of course.
Kitty. Boy. You wanna come sit on my lap, watch play video games? Blind Ninja? Alright, hold on. Oh, I know. Alright, kitty. Sorry, kid. Alright, there you go. Meow. Oh, kitty. Do you need lovin's, kitty, huh? If you had a very tough day of naps. Right? Anyways. Let's see. Boy. Pretty happy sitting here, huh? Listening to the video game, huh, kitty? Where are we going? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Whoa. Alright, I'll stop singing. Please don't stop watching.
All right.
Alright. Get to the chopper. Alright, this is back the way we came. 2 chests. Yeah, I suppose we'll explore left to right. Black runestone. Nice. Alright, moving out. Alright, have these guys hold here. And I will go get aggro some monsters. Come on then, bruh. I think I aggroed everybody. Here they come. Comes one of them.
You must have vision.
And just beat wind down, it's cool.
You could have just given up, you know.
Alright, we'll bring the ambush up a little closer. Alright, hold here. I will go bring the rest. Too easy, right? Oh, again, this is on Nightmare difficulty. So if I'm saying it's too easy, probably because it is. But I mean, this is kind of a cheap tactic too. Not like I'm bringing them all out. And by cheap tactic, I mean winning. That wasn't very cheap, was it?
It's your time to shine.
Take down the tank. Down this gunlock. And the other one.
Save some dignity.
This party is pretty devastating. All the damage is going to one guy. Happens to be a tank. 2 healers. And 2 DPS. Well, really 1 healer / DPS. 1 DPS and 1 healer. Right? I don't remember. I think that's everyone in this section. No, it isn't. Just bring the ambush a little closer. I don't know if they're going to come all the way over here. Now, one thing on Nightmare that is a little tougher is these guys will use more powerful spells. Something to keep in mind.
Now this should be amusing.
Begin the onslaught.
Right.
What now?
Resisted my shield block. And he's healing. Took him down. Too easy, right? Is there anyone else? Any other treasures? Any? Let's get out of combat. Mostly so we could get a save. My guys are already healed up. Not like anyone's taking any damage. Again, this is Nightmare difficulty. This is as hard as the game gets. I think I mastered it so far. Not to say there are not hard fights, but anytime I can pull trash like this... Oh, really? Some ball lightning action. It's going to be a win for me, though.
Why do they fall?
Be careful! Tear them apart.
Hard to cast a spell when you're laying down, isn't it, bro? Even harder to cast a spell when you don't have a head. Love the violence in this game. So apparently video games make people violent people. Well, thank goodness for that. Otherwise I never would join the army, right? I blame it all on video games.
What now? On my way.
Right. But, yeah. Certainly big in the news. The politicians and the media blaming video games for mass shootings or turning people violent. And that's really no better than blaming guns. Oh, we'll blame the guns. The guns are the problem. Let's ban those. It's just the same as blaming video games. That's why politics is really just for entertainment only. There's no real substance to that. The actual nuts and bolts of running a country have little or nothing to do with the garbage they put out in the media. So that's why I prefer to say apolitical. So there's that. But yeah, I had to comment on the situation with the video games. You know what? Video games don't kill people, and neither do guns. Right? Come on now. I guess that's the centrist perspective, not quite apolitical, right? But really, the apolitical part is the point that this is just for entertainment. It sells newspapers. It gets people to watch. It gets people to hit like buttons, to make rude comments on social media. Memes get made about it. So, I mean, the real nuts and bolts. Hey, you know what? Why don't you fix our roads? How's that for a political take? Fix the damn roads. That's what government should be concerned with, not about video games or Second Amendment rights or all that's just a sideshow. It's just for entertainment because people like to talk about that. People don't want to talk about fixing the damn roads, or how about enforcing traffic laws. We got 40,000 people on the road dying each year in the United States, but nobody drives right. So nobody drives like that, right? That's the excuse. Nobody drives like that. Nobody drives right, and that's why we have all those people dying. And it crosses over political bounds. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. Right. None of y'all can drive. All y'all motherfuckers need Uber. Right? But that's the nuts and bolts, really. You want to talk about actual politics, fix the roads. That's what government really is involved with. The whole, political issues that are always talked about whenever presidential elections come up. That stuff's sideshow. It gets votes, but it's really the 1% of what is actually involved in government. So it's garbage. Don't pay attention to that. Stay political. Alright.
You cannot win! Make a reserve. Careful.
So there goes my non-political, my apolitical rant. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't offend you in your political sensibilities, whether you're right or left. If you're paying attention to your idea of politics is this garbage they put out in the media daily, you're wrong, right? So hope I didn't offend you. Yep, video games aren't the problem. The problem is that most people don't obey the laws on the books, and there's a lot of people that are just a-holes. But there's a lot of people that are suffering from mental illnesses, and there's a lot of people that purposely and intentionally make bad decisions. Hey, there's a problem we need to solve, right? We need to teach people to make better decisions. And for the people that are mentally ill, We need to treat those people. So then it becomes a matter of figuring out who the people are that need treated and who are the people that need retraining, right? And really, and this is, for me, this is one of my favorite subjects, the subject of freedom, right? Some people are more free than others, right? Some people are more able to make good decisions. And some people are more responsible for the decisions that they make, whether bad or good.
I shall do it.
And we can tell. Look, you can look at the behavior of, say, a drug addict and someone that's recovered from drug addiction. You can look at the differences in behavior and objectively tell, hey, this is what free will is right here. This is how you measure freedom. Take the same person, the person that was a drug addict, but then was able to recover, right? And then you look at the difference, you compare and contrast the difference in behavior. And that is free will, right? It has nothing to do with determinism. It has to do with one's ability to make better choices. And if one's ability is impaired, speaking of impaired, how'd this person die? We got one loose over here. Speaking of making bad decisions. 2 down. I don't have a healer either. So, speaking of bad decisions, I probably didn't get a save in there either, did I? Yeah, I'm screwed. Bad decisions. If I hadn't been seen here ranting about freedom and free will, that wouldn't have happened, right? I succumbed to my addiction, my video game addiction, right? So you can compare the behavior of when I go on a rant when I'm not playing a video game compared to when I go on a rant when I am playing a video game. Or better yet, more to the point, when I'm not ranting during a video game versus when I'm ranting during a video game. You can tell the difference. Hey, my crew just died there. My team just died because I was ranting. And when I'm not ranting, that happens less. That is an objective measure of behavior, right? So, oh Lord, I really needed to have a save there. I suck. Alright, you guys stay here. Guess we're doing this again. That's just the one guy. Too easy. So, my whole point on this, though, is that we've had the wrong idea about what free will is for a very long time. We're still making or recovering or trying to get by 2,000 years of mistakes on the subject. Damn, guys. Speaking of mistakes, stop dying, yo. Yeah, let's try that again. Maybe I should get done with my rant before I try this. What, 2,000 years of mistakes. And this leads to our inability to understand consciousness. Because we can't get by all the mistakes we made from the last 2,000 years. And that is directly related to what I was just talking about. Telling the difference between someone that is able to take responsibility, someone that's morally responsible, versus someone who is less so, say an addict or someone who's mentally ill.
It appears we need to fight the blight one at a time.
Chain lightning. Not gonna hurt my buddies this time, bruh. Paying attention. Ooh, fireball. See if I can knock him down first. Well, I knocked him down. Anyways, it's because of our inability to get past 2,000 years of mistakes and philosophy that we can't figure. We're having a really hard time figuring out consciousness, right? And once we do figure out how consciousness works, it's going to be a lot easier to tell who are the people that are morally responsible and who are the people that need to be treated for mental illness and addiction. Now, if you're one of the ones that is morally responsible and you go and do something like shoot a bunch of people, then you should be punished for it. It's not that we should get rid of retribution, right? It's just, that's another mistake. The idea that free will is an illusion, no one's responsible for their decisions. Well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Because there is absolutely a difference between my ability to make a decision and my ability to take responsibility for that decision and, say, a heroin addict, right? Big difference. Big difference between me and someone that is clinically depressed. Someone that can't even roll out of bed because they're so depressed, right? Now, that's not to say that people that are mentally ill or addicts have no freedom or free will or any ability to make a decision. They do. They're just not as capable as I am, or as someone who isn't mentally ill, or someone who isn't a heroin addict. Someone who's a heroin addict is not nearly as responsible for their behaviors as the rest of us. Now, that said, come on, let's grab those guys, bring them on over. Didn't really want to bring the whole crew, but still haven't gotten to save that. I guess that's on me. My bad decision. If this doesn't go well, then I'm going to be stuck doing the same thing I was doing before, right? Having to do this over again. Having to do that, the guy who was shooting fireballs at us and taking out my party would have to do that over. Because I made a bad decision. I can take responsibility for that, right? Now, that's not to say that my behavior wasn't determined. It probably was. Probably we live in a determined universe. The point is that the mind is part of that, can become part of that causal chain. It's not that the mind isn't determined or somehow escapes determinism, the bounds of determinism. It's that it adds an extra layer of causality, right? On top of your nature, your nurture, and your culture. I understand why this is so hard for, some of the supposed top thinkers to see, but yeah, we need to go ahead and figure it out. Otherwise, psychology is never going to be able to tell the difference between someone that is mentally ill or is an addict and needs to be treated, or someone that is a moral agent and needs to be held responsible, held accountable for their decisions, whether good or bad, right? So yeah, you don't really hear about that in politics, right? And that's the problem, because politics is shallow. It's just for entertainment. Right. Speaking of entertainment, should get back to me. Get back to my entertainment for you, right? Go ahead and get that save. Probably a good idea, right? It's a good decision, right? Yeah, but it's the video game's fault, right? It's the gun's fault, it's the video game's fault, it's anything's fault but the actual freaking person, right? God forbid anyone be held accountable for their bad decisions. So let's set these guys up here. That looks good. Grab you. Have these guys hold. You see this, the hold position. H is your key, shortcut for that. Might not survive this. What is hitting me? I didn't know these guys had that. Oh, I guess they're spitting on me. So it's fine. Well, anyways, I should have aggro. Come back here, you. Why aren't they, hey, I punted you. Start attacking me, you. Apparently Connor's less effective on these guys.
Here we go.
Make him praise.
Carnage I
Boom.
get to see.
That's a little better, right? Get my save in. Make better decisions, better outcomes occur, right? It's not an absolute or a guarantee. It's a matter of percentages, right? Make better decisions, better things happen. Make worse decisions, worse things happen as a result. Right. Let's take a look. Should finish out this little area here before moving forward. Last thing I need to do is go around the whole thing again because I missed a spot. Alright. Follow. Move freely. Right. Move freely or hold.
Be cautious. Creatures approach.
You stay.
So be it.
You should run while you
You guys are no match for me. Unless I make bad decisions. Then they'll destroy me. They're easy. People act like this is a difficult concept to understand. It really isn't. wish psychologists, philosophers, neuroscientists would figure this out and stop telling people they don't have any free will.
Beware these beasts.
Or stop telling people that free will is something that's absolute. It's a result of a freaking miracle. Because that's not true either.
I see.
We don't escape determinism. We don't escape cause and effect. Simply add a layer on top of the physical layer of cause and effect, right? On top of nature, the nurture, and your culture, on top of natural selection, operant conditioning, cultural evolution, and then there's the mind, there's consciousness. So that plays a role in the cause of behavior. And of course, there's some highly regarded scientists who would disagree with that. And they're wrong. That's another thing that I want to rant about. There's this whole movement towards you know, we've got to end the anti-scientific movement, or, you know, I'm not anti-science, but at the same time, we can't just sit there and take science at its word. We can't take, even if they have evidence, sometimes they have the wrong information. Sometimes they have the wrong beliefs, right? Like, say that free will is an illusion, and then they gather the information, they parse information from the data that supports that wrong belief, and that's a problem. You're looking at the wrong data. You can have all the evidence you want, but if you're looking at the wrong evidence, or you're looking at the evidence from the wrong perspective, then that is a problem. Scientists. Don't you get your concepts straight, scientists? They act like they don't need philosophers. Well, apparently you do. You don't know what you're damn talking about. No free will. Okay. Yeah, nobody's responsible for their behavior. Let's just treat everyone, right? Let's treat everyone like they have a disease of the mind, right? Because that makes sense. I mean, do you want to be treated or do you want to be punished? Okay, look at it from this perspective. Do you want to be able to sign contracts? Do you want to be able to, say, buy a car, rent an apartment, or any of those things? Well, if you're not responsible for your behavior, then how can you sign your name on the dotted line to rent an apartment? How can you say, hey, I'm not going to destroy the property here, or you know, I'm going to pay my rent if you're not responsible for your behavior? Can you really say that? You know? And if you can't say that, then you're not free to get a freaking apartment. So, or you're not free to buy a house. How can you sign for a loan if you're not responsible for your behavior? If you can't say, hey, I'm going to pay for this loan, I promise to pay you back, then, you know, I mean, if you can't do that, if you can't make that promise, then you're less free than the next guy. So, the Moral Agents Club, as good old Dan Dennett likes to call it, is a pretty important concept in society. It's kind of the basis of our society. It's what allows us to do things like own a house, or rent an apartment, or buy a car, or sign a contract to join the military, or sign a contract to play on a baseball team, or whatever it is. Sign a contract to rent a space out to run your business, right? The ability to make promises and, conversely, the ability to be punished are important parts of how our society works. These are the foundations of freedom. Without those, I mean, we wouldn't have things like cars and houses and apartments, right? Because we'd never be able to pay for them because, the same people who say free will is an illusion probably think money is an illusion too, right? It's just a piece of paper. It doesn't have any real or intrinsic value. And then there's the people who say, wow, it's off the gold standard. Well, what kind of value does gold have? How's that intrinsically valuable? Instead of a piece of paper, it's a piece of metal, right? That doesn't make it valuable intrinsically. It's just a matter of we assigned value to it. We made up that value, right? And the things we make up have real effects in the real world. Software, just something we made up. Yet, software is one of the main reasons we were able to get to the moon. This young lady programmed important parts of that mission so we could get to the moon, right? Bloody genius, by the way.
And so I shall.
Software was able to take the place of mathematicians, make my job easier. Field artillery, right? There's a whole set of equations that go into determining where your rocket's going to land, right? And that's all done with the computer. Back in the day, people were the computers. And it took a whole lot longer to figure out where the rocket was going to land. We want the rocket to hit such and such target. Well, if it takes 20 minutes to do the equation, to knock out that equation, well, guess what? Certain targets aren't going to be there anymore when you decide to fire off your rocket.
I see.
Uh-oh. Randy got me killed again. Damn it. Right. Taunt. No. Healer up. We don't have a healer up anymore. Why don't these guys get taunted? That's what I want to know. Anyways. Randy's killing me. I should just do an entire video on my rants and save that for those videos. Save my rants for different videos. Because obviously I'm not doing a very good job here. Stalker Fever. This guy can take a lot of damage. He's taking damage like a pro. I'd probably finish this out if I use some, boom, now I'm dead. Your journey ends. Yeah, that's my bad. Ranting about freedom. And I didn't get a save again. Suck at life. Maybe I did. Oh, right. I was going back the other way. Again, I made the choice to rant, and it caused me to get killed. And it's probably a lot less entertaining for you. So, that's on me. Right? I'm not saying I'm absolutely responsible for my behavior, but I'm certainly partially responsible for it. Part of it is my nature, nurture, and culture, right? And then part of it is, well, I kind of felt like getting some of this off my chest. because video games aren't the freaking problem.
Delighted.
Video games are not making people more violent. It's a cop out.
Sometimes good. Come and get it.
Always comes to this, doesn't it?
Right. So, let's get save. Pretty important. Continue pulling these guys. Alright, that's a little better. Right, they can follow again. Now, where was it where I died? This way? I think it was. No, it wasn't. There is a chest over there. This area that apparently, oh, I didn't miss it. It was a locked chest. I did miss an item there, so I guess I could go back. Probably be heading back through that area. Pick it up when I go back through. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the area where I got slaughtered. So, we'll have these guys go back. Why aren't you moving? Right. So I'll move back here. You can stay. H button, right? And let's get a save.
What shall we do here?
I shall do so.
You don't win.
As you say.
You should run. This is annoying. Wipe them out.
Now we're going to as you
Where are we healing?
Try to be less.
Like because of this. Sometimes when you have to hold on, the tactics don't work as well. So, better to take hold off once you engage in combat. Right. So there you go. Took him out. Less ranting, more playing. Right? But yeah, if you want to know more about
Allow me. I could do that for you.
a feasible, workable,
Yes?
no, I don't want to talk to you. A real version of freedom or free will, I highly recommend the book by Daniel Dennett, Freedom Evolves. So, jot that down. Or you can make the decision not to read that great tome on moral philosophy. He's not even a moral philosopher. There he is writing the most important book on moral philosophy written or ever. So there's that. Guy's a philosopher of science. Yet has greater insights into moral philosophy than any moral philosopher before him. So there's that. Highly recommend it. Far more interesting than the garbage politics they put out in the media on a daily basis. Trust me, it's not the video game's fault. Well, certainly, to be fair, video games are part of the culture, and those certainly have an effect on our behavior. There's no doubt about that. And usually the effect is better problem solving, less time spent outside, right? Let's be real. Just like in the case of gun owners, 99% of the people that play video games or own guns have never killed anybody. 99. So, I guess if video games were really making us more violent, then there'd be more video gamers out there killing people, right? Just like if guns killed people, there'd be a lot more dead people, right? Again, that's why I brought up the whole... here comes the rant again. Why I brought up the whole issue of driving, right? Most gun owners, most video game players make responsible decisions regardless of the fact that they own a gun or play video games. That's not a problem. But you start putting people behind the wheel of a car, and all of a sudden it's on. I mean, nobody drives right? The majority of people that drive habitually break the traffic law. That's a problem. That's when you need to start taking away people's freedom. If the majority of people are doing the wrong thing, then we need to do something. We need to enact laws, or better yet, we need to have autonomous vehicles. Take the steering wheel and the gas pedal away, right? Too easy. If we could train computers to drive better or more morally than people, then so be it. We have 40,000 people dying each year on the roads. That's a problem we need to talk about. Not guns, not video games. Traffic. That's a problem. It's not a sexy problem because, again, it goes beyond political lines. It's not just Republicans that drive like garbage. It's not just Democrats that drive like garbage. It's pretty much everybody. It's the majority of people that drive wrong. There are responsible drivers. And we should be modeling autonomous vehicles off of those responsible drivers. We all know what the right thing to do is, right? But unfortunately, the majority of us are making bad decisions, intentionally breaking the traffic law habitually. That's a real problem. Now, a lot of people who do will never be in an accident. And so, hey, I'm not the problem. Traffic laws are for bad drivers. I'm a good driver. Now, if you think that traffic laws aren't for you because you're a good driver, they're specifically for you, right?
Looks like you might be in...
Take responsibility for your damn behaviors.
As
Another
you say.
fight.
Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. Again, doing the right thing doesn't mean that you'll never be in an accident or you'll never cause a wreck on the road. Doing the wrong thing doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to be in an accident or to cause a wreck. It's not the way it works, right? 40,000 people in the United States is still a small percentage of the whole. It's 1/1,000,000th of a percent, right? No, not 1/1,000,000th, but 40,000 compared to 300 or 400 million, right? Well, hey, you can do the math, but it's a small percentage. There's a small percentage chance that you're going to die on the roads, right? Very small. But that percentage goes up when you make bad decisions. And not only does it go up for you, it goes up for everyone on the road. That's the problem. And we could take that number down to 10% of what it is. Instead of 40,000 people dying on the roads in America, we could have 400 people dying. Isn't that worth doing the right thing, taking a little longer to getting where you're going? Stop pretending that the road's your personal racetrack, right? The majority of gun owners acting like the majority of drivers, we'd have a lot more deaths by gun in this country. Feel me? The majority of gun owners do the right things with their weapons because they realize that they're deadly weapons. I don't understand why we don't see vehicles as the same thing. Right? So ran off, slowly going through here. You guys can stay there. I'll move forward and grab these. Grab aggro. Take out the stalker.
Not win. You will not fear down.
Right, so where are we here? We are coming up on the end of the Hadouken Thug. This is the last room. Seems like we've already been here though. Apparently I'm missing something. This, maybe? This? Guess we'll go find out. Yeah, I already killed all these guys. No, I didn't. Oh, these guys are good guys. Pause. Attack me, yo. Where's my guys at? They're still on their way. Healed. Well, I guess not really. These things don't do crap for damage against me. Got him.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
What's only...
Too late to get a save.
do here?
Creatures.
Well, at least I got my damn ton off in time. Why aren't you healing?
I am here.
Okay. Go ahead and get an actual save here. Lord Dace.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Anwar Dace. I heard nothing of another expedition. What brings you here so fortuitously? I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrimont, but... The charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune. May the ancestors smile on you. I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us? And let us reach Orzammar before more beasts find our scent.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
You have House Dace's thanks.
We will honor the dead as best we can.
I wouldn't mind never going out there again.
Because you're a weakling. Right, I think I'm done with this quest. Right, moving forward. Let's see where I'm at. 65
Lord
110.
Harrimont, said to have kicked Castless in the street. Does he respect none beneath his...
Ooh, I haven't explored this yet. Haven't returned home. My house. Right? That's where I should be.
Greetings. Greetings.
Trian was a good man. What you did was unforgivable.
Greetings.
Actually, I should probably go talk to the dude so I can talk to Balin. Get this thing moving forward.
Trian was a good man. What you did
Greetings.
was unforgivable.
Right, moving forward, talk to this guy.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrimont is. Good job. It's touching to see how strong your love is for your brother. He's ready to see you now if you wish.
Good.
I'm going to assume that wasn't sarcasm. I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
Well, who would have imagined? My big brother returned from the grave, and with the might of the Grey Wardens behind him. I could hardly believe it when Vartag said you wished to help me regain the throne. Father died of grief. He couldn't bear to live when you were gone. You're right. Harrowmont would bow and dandle you on his knee like a child. But he could never overcome the Assembly's resistance to your treaty. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil. Absolutely. And on the souls of our shared ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under Idukan rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos. You have struck a blow against Harrowmont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the Carta of Criminals she runs? They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger. Her roots are deep in Dusttown, and there are too many guardsmen in her pocket for me to dig her out right now. And frankly, until Father's death, she kept her depravity focused on other brands, so no one cared. Now they're attacking honest men. Your eagerness is charming. If you can do as you say, you will have the troops you need the moment I take the throne. Unfortunately, Jarvia's base of operations is in Dusttown, and you know how little leverage we have there. The Castless refuse to cooperate with my men. But now that you've spent so much time on the surface, you're practically one of them. Perhaps you'll have better luck. And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Moving on. Right. So no matter who you support, you still gotta do this quest. Hey, look. Now we can talk to all these people.
Greetings.
The Prince appreciates your service.
Greetings.
He's not gonna appreciate it when I turn on his ass.
Greetings.
How dare you show your face after what you've done to House Hadouken?
Gonna do shit.
Of course.
Greetings. Greetings.
I'm surprised to see you here, traitor.
You shut your mouth. Right.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
You could. Except you have insufficient skill. Let's see if we can take care of that. We need to get... well, we need to be level 12. Oh, good. Critical shot. Alright. So, armor penetration. It's nice. See if we can add that to her tactics. Ooh, look there. Right. Enemy greater than or equal to 75%. Action. Honestly, we should probably go ahead and do pinning shot and critical shot. Help kill guys a little faster at the end. What's pinning shot? Targets. That's a good one. Crippling shot. Armor penalty. And armor pen. What's this? Well, that's shattering shot. Should have shattering shot in the mix there. Reduces attack and defense. Right. Right, well. We'll get that other ability in there once we get more tactics to work with. Too easy, right? Alright, get a quick save. Level her up. Now let's see. Definitely need some paralyzed action. It's a pretty good spell. But what we really want is that paralyze. Make life easier. Medium range, medium range. Ooh, sleep. So now that we've got the healing spells I want for, probably just focus on entropy. And mass paralysis, gotta have that. Alright. Crushing Prison, good one too. So many good spells. So little time. Right. Good to go. Let's get an actual save. Continue exploring. Oh. Not high enough level to open that, so another time, I guess. Not that I'm ever coming back here, but go down here. Is my room? I think so. Who's Lady Brodeen? Why's she in my bed, bruh?
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. I've never seen anything this potent. Warden, I don't know. Maybe you've seen something like this on the surface. Maybe you've used something like it. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Too easy. Right. So all I need is a... Wait, I don't have any flasks? Of course I have flasks, but they're all in my containers. Right, too easy. And maybe we could get that chick out of my bed. Oh, wait, maybe I want to keep her in my bed. I don't know, man. Again, I've already laid out the ground rules for this stream. No sex. There'll be no sex in this stream. Yes, in this game you can have sex with... Well, let's see. You can have sex with... If you're a guy, you can have sex with Morgan and Liliana. I don't know if you can have sex with them if you're a female character. Maybe. Who knows? But there will be no sex in this stream.
Delighted.
If you want to play this game and have sex with other characters, then you can play the game yourself. Too easy, right? Oh, this crap's just gonna get sold.
Of course.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Ooh, a love letter. Sir John. I sense a fight. I wish I could select them that way, right?
You idiot. This isn't the vault. We have to get out of here. All the noise and...
Very well.
Here comes trouble!
Damn it. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Everybody's still alive.
Ah, good.
I never liked this part.
Now we go into
There you go. Now this should be amusing.
Bro, how you gonna defeat me if you can't even hit me?
Watch out! Wipe them out!
Desire. Shame about the face.
It's gonna be a bad day for you, bruh.
That's one for me!
By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Uh-huh. Right.
All right.
How do I get through there?
Delighted.
Clearly a room there. I can see it. Oh well.
Greetings. What you did to Trian was unforgivable.
You have some gall to come here, exile.
Greetings. Greetings.
Trian was a good man. What you did was unforgivable.
Greetings.
Right, I think I explored everything here. Time to go. We've got questing to do. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Balin. Be not afraid to follow suit.
Yeah.
News of the hour. Lord Balin, unable to win own battles, relies on Grey Wardens.
There's the media. One's CNN, one's Fox, right?
I trust Vala, my nut-wrangling friend.
Balin is corrupt. The Warden. End this for Harold. Come on.
There we go. Where we got owned.
I am your I try to be merciful. Alright, battle it is then.
Healer's doing a good job.
Begin the onslaught. Let us end this. Go down.
Bodies are hitting the floor. Repeatedly. That reminds me. What's this guy sell?
Back to buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth coming back to us, Balin's ascension willing. I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Nope. Alright, before we go off and to this other adventure, let's finish up the adventure where the chick's poisoned. The exotic means quest, whatever it is.
All right. Did you have something more pleasant you wish to discuss? I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Flask. Where's the other thing I need? Ooh, probably use that. I think I do need those. probably sell some things while I'm here. We need tier 3. I don't need that or that or that. Tier 4, alright. Maybe. Tier 2, definitely don't need that. Ooh, Gloves of Diligence, probably keep that. Tier 4, okay. No. No. So I might need those. I hope not, but... Ooh, I can finally wear these. Actually, the armor I'm wearing is pretty freaking good. Yeah, I should probably wear it. Plus 6 defense, plus 30 health. It's pretty good. It's actually a pretty decent shield. Alright. Keep that crap. Alright. Good enough, I suppose. See if I can make that stuff. Master Herbalism. That is, she is not.
Speak.
Oh, that's too bad. Right. So I guess I have to come back for that. So what poison she knows? Jack. Probably be useful. Let's see if he knows any.
Did you have something more pleasant
Poison
you wish to
recipes.
discuss? I'm showing...
Right. So I can't finish that quest because I do not have a master herbalist. It's too bad. Well, right. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here, take a little break, and then get back on in a little while and do this next quest. What is the next quest? Well, it's not this. Can't do this because we don't have a master herbalist. Do it some other time, I assume. Ooh, I can return there. Right, so next quest is Prince's Favor. And we need to find Yarvia and Eliminator. Too easy. Right? That means we're going to Dust Town, which is over here. No. Let's face the right way here. Right. So, moving through this kind of slow. It's taking a pretty long time. I mean, the Mage's Circles quest is pretty long. I think this ones are even longer. Cool quest lines, though. I like it. It's pretty fun. What did we accomplish? Well, we continued the quests in Orzammar. I ranted on about freedom and moral responsibility and ended up getting wiped a couple times because I was ranting. So, there it is. Bad decisions, bad results, right? When I stopped ranting and got to the business of slaughtering my enemies, everything worked out pretty well. Good decisions, good results. There it is. Freedom. But that'll wrap it up. Thank you, Twitch viewers. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back on probably an hour or so. Thank you very much. Dragon Slayer out.